Hello everyone, it's the Wet Shaving Barber, Lawrence Little here, back for 2018. And we're going to get a chance to further the journey of the wet shaving process, especially as it pertains to those who are new barbers or barber students who really want to learn to differentiate themselves and stand out from the rest of the crowd, if you will, that are doing the same thing, providing the same services, getting the same money. And so, with that said, we want to get a chance to start off by talking about an essential part of the wet shave process, and that's having the right shaving soap. Now, you may say, well, look, I've got a limited budget, so I can only afford this green juice looking stuff that a lot of people use. Or, again, maybe use some ivory soap. I've seen people do that, so that's the reason why I say that. But you can get a great quality soap, for the most part, under $10. These are soaps that have tried and true over the years. And again, others may have tried, but you can't knock them out the box, simply because they produce every time. I'm going to get a chance to talk to you about some of these here. First and foremost, because I really love the product and like to promote them, it is Parasso. This is Parasso Red. It is more of a sandalwood scent. And let me tell you this. You crack this baby open, you can see how creamy that is. Oh, just a truly masculine scent. And the great thing is, the scent doesn't dissipate really quick like some soaps will. It stays with the client, especially throughout the shaving process. And that is something that really, again, is going to create a wonderful shaving experience for your client. So again, we understand, we're talking about creating an experience, not some 15-minute, 20-minute shave that gets them in and out of your chair and you hope that they come back. No, we're going to put some time into this. We're going to put some effort into this. We're going to put some technique into it and some personality. And one of the things it starts with is, again, a great shaving soap. So if you have any clients that are from the Middle East, they'll be very aware of this soap. It is called Arco. Now, Arco, this particular one comes in a little puck here, and oh, this is good. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it, because I haven't opened this particular one. I have one that I already use that's in a particular container that I kind of, pressed it into, and I use that. But this here, Arco, let me tell you, the scent, well, the reason why I say it's controversial is because some people, they don't like the scent. And the reason why is because they say it really smells like one of those urinal pucks, to me, it smells like ivory soap. If you remember back in the days, and I'm telling my age here, where you took a bar of ivory soap and you were able to break it apart, and then you smell that, well, that is what, in my eyes, Arco smells like. It has a very clean smell to it with a little lemony touch. The reason why Arco is still around and why people have it and use it is because it works. That soap is easy to lather. It is also, again, maintains the lather and the consistency throughout the shave process. And even afterwards, the post-shave, it does wonders for your face. So, Arco, let me say, I think it's like maybe, again, another soap that's under $10. You can find it out there on Amazon and eBay, and I'll put links in the area below. So that's Arco. Now, this is one here, and if you ask me how to pronounce this, I'm just going to stumble over myself. But the manufacturer is Hollander. This is their sheep soap version. And as you can see here, it's got the little sheep there on the face of the product here. Now, this particular version, as I mentioned, is that it has a sheep base to it, which is the lanolin versus tallow that others use, the beef tallow. This, again, uses lanolin and lanolin. Hello. But I tell you, the first time I used this soap, I couldn't believe the cushion and the slickness of the product. And again, I always use the products on myself first before I ever begin using them on my client. And I'm telling you, for a soap that's under $10. This particular product is incredible. The scent of the soap, and I can show you here. Again, it has that little. It looks like it's a hard soap, but it's not. Again, you can just press it down. That's how I pressed it down into this. But the thing you need to recognize is this soap whips up easily, as I said, and the lather sustains through, whether you're doing a hot lather shave, again, using a shaving scuttle, or again, if you're just doing it straight off the brush, or whether you're taking the soap and put it in your hand and then applying it to the client's face, you cannot go wrong with Hollander. Now, they do have different scents as well that you could purchase, but I'm telling you, you can't go wrong here. And if you have this, if you had to pick one soap, you've got different choices here. You can't go wrong with Hollander. Now, the thing about Hollander is this particular version doesn't really have a scent per se. So some of these have a scent profile, like I said, like a sandalwood. And again, you know, this particular one, like I said, like Arco. So they have their own scent profile. But Hollander, this particular one, I should say, that uses the lanolin, this does not have a scent profile, but it works. Its performance is incredible. And so you can match any particular cologne scent that you want for your client as a way of an aftershave and or cologne after your shaving process. Now, I want to go to a good friend who, to me, just produces great products over and over again. She's a shaving soap artisan, which means she's an individual. It's her home business, but she produces wonderful products every single time. Her shaving soap that I like myself, because it just stands out from the rest, is called Luna. And this is Luna by Ginger's Garden. Now, if you notice here, there's a difference between the sizes of the pucks here. The reason being is because this is a shaving soap sample. So there are companies out there, if you want to try their product, you don't necessarily need to invest in a full tub or puck. You can go ahead and purchase shaving soap samples. And for the most part, those shaving soap samples are under $5. And so if you go to Ginger's Garden and you take a look at her different scents, she also has ones that match different types of colognes out there. So Ginger's Garden is a great place to go to for shaving soap samples. And there's Razor Rock. There's some other places that I can put there again so that you can see. Matter of fact, just to show you, this is just one batch of shaving soap samples that I have. And again, like I said, I try them out on myself first. I also have them in reserve because you may have a client that likes a particular scent. I have a client that likes green Irish tweed, and I didn't have a shaving soap for them. Well, I got a chance to talk to Irina over at Ginger's Garden, and she has a scent. I got a shaving soap sample, and the rest is history. Now I'm going to go out and buy the full puck because the client loves the performance. They love the scent profile as well. And overall, it delivers a great experience for the client. So like I was saying here, I'm sorry. There is one product. Now, let me say this. You probably never heard of this soap. And I do love these soaps here. Don't get me wrong. But if you had to start with a soap that is just amazing, amazing. I mean, again, you got top performers here under $10. But it's just something about this soap that is just mind-boggling to me. I love it. I've shaved with it a few times myself now, this particular scent profile, and I'm telling you, it's just as an awakening. It is a pleasure to shave a client with this soap. The way it lathers, the thick lather coating that you have on your client's face. And it's not just that quick thing when you see, thin lather. No. You want to take your time and lather your client with this. Not only will your client enjoy it, but you will enjoy it as well because it's just something about the way this soap is made. Now, this particular soap Many in the industry call it TFS. However, let me show you what it's really named, and then you figure out how to pronounce that. Okay? This is TFS, and it's, again, Sotto Zero, and it's out of Italy. I found out that TFS actually makes soaps for other manufacturers. And again, it's $10. With shipping, I think it cost me what? Like $13? But for $13, you get all of this. I mean, we're talking about 5 ounces of shaving soap. That is just, it's just incredible, unbelievable. I'm using these words over and over again because it's just that good. And my whole point is that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get the right shaving soap product. And you might want to do yourself a favor as you are working with different clients. Like I did in the case of the client with Green Irish Tweed, I found out that that's one of the things that they like. As a matter of fact, he bought the bottle the first time and wanted to use it as a cologne because he said that's what he does at home. So I said, all right. And when I found out that's what he wanted, and I found a manufacturer who could give me a sample of that type of soap, again, you got a winner. And you also have a client who knows that you're thinking about them. You are considering their needs. You are about delivering an experience. You're not about getting them in and out of your chair. So you can go with Parasso. You can go with Arco. You can go with, again, one of the soaps from Ginger's Garden. You can also go with Hollander. And you can't go wrong. But if I, for my money, was going to suggest anything, I'd have you check out the people over at TFS. And it may take a little bit to get to you. I would still have a Parasso in my shave arsenal, if you will, simply because it's well known. I keep these two because they're very well known and they're top performers. And so if you've got that kind of clientele, again, and we're talking about people who are going to pay $45 for a shave, not the people that are paying you $20 right now. You need to have some of the mainstays that they can recognize. So I would have it, and that's why I went and bought these 3. Hollander, the 2 Parassos, and also Arco. Now, like I said, I'll send a link to their website. You check out the different scents that they have available. This will not be the last TFS soap that I buy. Again, I thank you very much for your time and for allowing me to bring this information to you, barbers who are either new and or student barbers and really wish to learn more about the wet shaving process. This has been Lawrence Little, the Wet Shaving Barber.